Hi everyone, my name's Alison. Welcome to my channel, Ancient Oak Psychic Arts. Today I'm going to do a general reading for the sign of Libra. I'm going to go ahead and pull your overall energy, look at any guidance and advice from Spirit, and also look at any opportunities or challenges that you have coming in and how you can use that to your advantage. This is good for all placements of Libra. And just a reminder, this is a general reading, so please take what resonates and leave the rest. All right, so I have cleansed, shuffled, and meditated, and I have asked for the strongest energy to come through in the cards for Libra. And don't forget to stick around for the end. I've got some announcements. All right, what does the universe want to tell Libra today? We have the Lover's card. We have the King of Pentacles, the Hermit, and all four aces. So that's my lottery card when you see that in a title. King of Pentacles, the Hermit, because that's the Hermit character in this deck, and all four aces. This is a loaded card. That's your present energy. All right, let's go ahead and get the rest of the cards. We have the Ace of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, an Ace of Swords. For your opportunity, we have the Queen of Pentacles. For your challenge, we have the Four of Cups. Okay, so let's take a look around the room. For your major arcana, we only have the one, and that's the Lover's card. That's the very first card that was pulled. However, what we do have is this Court card, which is the King of Pentacles, Hermit, all four aces, like I said. And then we have two more aces, which is amazing, Pentacles and Swords. So if you think about it, that's six aces, and I have not pulled any clarifiers yet. Wow. Libra, I think that means some new beginnings are coming in for you. But let's take a look around the room. So we have more court cards, and we have, let's see, a knight and two queens, and then we only have one minor arcana, and that is going to be in your challenge position, the Four of Cups. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. That's interesting. That really tells me that you've got a lot going on, and you might even have a lot of people around you right now. When we look at the court cards, there might be something going on there, and that could also be aspects of your personality. But I feel like maybe there's a lot of people in your life right now. So first card out was the Lover's card. Oh, this is my favorite card in the tarot. This is really talking about you having a lot of choices, things that are divinely aligned. This could even be a soulmate that's coming in for you. This could be a career that's in total alignment with you. So when you have these 10 must-haves, it's hitting that 8, 9, maybe even 10. It's that kind of energy that's coming in. Something that lines up with your morals, your ethics, and your values. It's a beautiful card. I feel... yeah, I just feel like it's easy for you right now. There's something to be said about the soulmate and about the career, if that's what it is, because it can be either or, that it's just easy, it's lining up for you. So maybe you've met someone, or if you're already with your soulmate, it could be that you have this more intense deepening happening actually in the relationship. Yeah, it's a beautiful energy. I feel that... I feel travel is here for you. I know that sounds funny, but I just feel that's the resonance that's coming off the card. I feel that maybe you will be traveling with your soulmate somewhere. Maybe you're going to travel for work, but for me, when I think about the soulmate, I see travel. Like whether it's a vacation or a getaway or you meet them there, there's something about travel. Oh, that's beautiful. That is your recent past. Now we get into your present energy, and you've hit the lottery. King of Pentacles, Hermit, all four aces. So this is really you living your idealized life, and you have a lot of resources. This is going to be the people around you, finances, your knowledge. You really have a lot going for you. You know your worth and value, and you know the worth and value of your resources and the idealized life that you have. I feel like you might have a unique skill set that has placed you there, and you're really able to, for lack of a better word, capitalize on that in a positive way, right? So maybe you have a unique skill set in the world that a lot of people don't have, and that's what you've created a business on. It's that kind of energy. I really feel that this is steering you in the right direction. I feel like you're very practical, you're grounded, you're stable, you're secure on this. And the Hermit is there to give you that type of enlightenment. And that to me is what this is representing. So you've gone within. So you've gone within to find out what's important and what makes you happy and how to hold on to it. Because a lot of people might have good jobs and they make great money and they can't hold on to it. They don't know how to invest, or they hire the wrong people that rip them off. You know, there's a lot of different issues. They mismanage funds, but that's something that's coming in now. All four aces. Now, again, we have two aces right here in the guidance and advice from Spirit. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. So that's like saying 2 Pentacles and 2 Swords, because that is all 4. So if you're following me on that, we have the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles in that card. Ace of Swords having a triumphant breakthrough and clarity. That tells me that there's something that maybe you were waiting to get clarity on before making a decision, before... I feel maybe even before being able to see an interaction with someone even. And that allows you to really have these aha moments, these epiphanies. But it's really you getting your head straight is what I'm seeing, is that you're able to really focus now and see things for what they are. It's like a nice reality check. Then we have the Ace of Cups. That is your emotions, it's love, it's your intuition and your connection to source, and it's you being in the flow, that mind, body, soul going up to spirit. That's allowing you to be very open-hearted. It might even allow love to come in your life if you're looking for someone, or maybe even a pet, having a child. It's that kind of openness to love, whether it's going to be platonic or romantic. It allows you to really also raise your vibration when you're talking about that. It allows you to step into this beautiful person of who you are. And maybe you haven't been able to do that for a while, which is why all aces are gifts and blessings from the universe and new beginnings. Maybe it's a new experience because you haven't been able to do it for a while. Maybe it's a new experience for you to tap into your intuition and trust it because you haven't been able to do it for a while, or you haven't been listening to your intuition. Maybe you've been dating and you see red flags and you're not listening to them. Maybe it's about applying for jobs and you see red flags and you're not listening to it. Maybe it's about retirement and you're not listening to it. It's that kind of energy. So it's about grounding that and really paying attention to that, grounding your intuition and being in touch with that and in tune with that, grounding it into a practicality. This practical application will help you make smart, well-rounded decisions. So then the next ace is the Ace of Wands. That is this passionate new beginning, this spark of inspiration, using your charm, your creativity, your enthusiasm to create something special for yourself or to have a special connection to with something. It is also out with the old, in with the new. So it could be that maybe an old relationship's going out, a new one's coming in, or you're taking a break until the new one comes in. It could be that kind of transitionary period. Maybe you just left a job and you're having a new one. Maybe you just left a relationship in the sense of you're a married couple and you've left that married twosome behind because you're now having a child and now it's going to be a 3, right? It's that kind of transition where you'll never be able to go back to that again because now you're going to have a child, or maybe it's your second or third one, right? You're in that flow of having that come in, and that's that spark that's coming in and out with the old, in with the new. And that does not always have to be a negative. Going out with the old, you could have loved your life and now you're going to love the new one. It doesn't always have to be a negative. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles, which is this King's Ace. And that is literally a golden opportunity in the 3D. So we're looking at relationships, platonic, romantic, maybe a pet. We're looking at career, work. We're looking at retirement, housing, location, travel. We're looking at your education. We're looking at your finances, your health, and on everything that's in the 3D. These are just examples. And that is really allowing you to have something new come in. So it's very special, especially since I keep stressing the relationship, because this could be a soulmate or a career. So either or for you, and maybe it's both. Maybe it's all happening at the same time. And it's pretty amazing. It's a beautiful energy. Then we get into your near future and we have the Knight of Cups. This is the Knight of Love, and he is bringing his cup forward of love. So he is walking towards your future. So that tells me you're following your heart. You're on a mission right now to do something, to accomplish something, to feel something, to get in touch with something about yourself. Maybe it's a creative endeavor. You know, whatever that might be for you, you're definitely bringing your cup forward and you're not holding back. You really feel that this is what you're meant to do, and that is your near future energy. So let's go ahead and get some clarifiers. Beautiful cards for you today, Libra. All right. We have the Queen of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, the Devil card, the Ten of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands, and the Sun card. Okay. So when we look at your recent past, it's this Lover's card, and it's being clarified by the Queen of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. This is really telling me again, so the King, the lottery card, different deck, but you've now got the Queen of Pentacles, and here's the King of Pentacles. This is definitely a grounded, stable, secure, practical type couple. And now this is in your, let me get that in there. This is in your recent past. So she's grounding it in. So this could be where you've met your soulmate, and now this is you setting up house. This is someone that wants to create a beautiful home, a very loving, nurturing environment. She knows her worth and value, and she knows the worth and value of her resources that she brings to this relationship. If that's a soulmate relationship, it's going to be very abundant, very prosperous, very loving and open-hearted. Again, like I said, she creates a very nurturing environment. That is something that's coming in, especially if that's a relationship. That could also be someone that's working in that environment. You know, someone that's, maybe they're a teacher, maybe they are a counselor, stay-at-home mom. I mean, it's like all of those things. Then we have the Five of Swords. This is really talking about an obstacle that might be coming in. Now, swords are thoughts, they're words, they're ideas. And could be something that somebody said to you, and normally maybe you have a defensive mechanism, you have a type of shield, so these things can't get in and hurt you. But this is telling me that something got through and it penetrated and it stuck. So it's kind of like what you see happen with young children when somebody says, you're stupid, you're ugly, you're fat. Even if they're not, just the fact that someone says that and it hurts them, it stays with them forever until they can undo that damage. This is what that card is representing. So look at the language that's used, or look at is there something that hurt you in the past that now needs to be worked on and released? Because I think if that is the situation, I think that this Queen of Pentacles energy and the Lover's energy will help release that kind of negativity. Either they can help you with it, or just their presence and their love and their nurturing attitude and just their disposition towards you help release that, because you see that it's a lie and you see it's not true. Okay, I have to turn on my fan. I am in hot as fuck Florida. Sorry. Can you tell I can't wait to move? Great people here, great people. The weather, not for me. All right, so then we have the King of Pentacles, the Hermit, and all four aces. And that is being clarified by the Devil card and the Ten of Pentacles. Wow. So this is like winning the lottery. Well, guess what? Everybody wants the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups, and you just got the Ten of Pentacles and your present energy with the lottery. You are striving for your idealized life. Things are lining up for you because you're going out of your way to tap into all of these new beginnings. And I almost feel for some of you that, you know, maybe you had some really good things happening in the past and you lost it, like it slipped through your fingers, and now you're going back and you're doing it again, right? You're not down for the count. You're going to strive and you're going again. And that's what's coming in for you. You're striving for your idealized life. Friends, family, pets, leaving a legacy behind, finances, education, you know, your health, like everything is tied to this card. And then we have the Devil. So this is Capricorn energy, and this tells me this is your internal drive to get it done, to make it happen. I'm not feeling toxicity with this card. This card is talking about that Capricorn drive. You're going to get up and you're going to climb that mountain and you're going to achieve it. That is your present energy with all of those new beginnings. You are on it and you cannot wait to tap into it. Wow, Libra. Then we get into the near future. And this is that Knight of Cups, the Knight of Love. And he is being clarified by the Seven of Wands and the Sun card. So the Seven of Wands is talking about you standing your ground. This is about you not compromising. This is about you having a conviction on something and you're going for it. You're not letting anybody get in your way. So these people might not understand what you're doing, and they all have their own opinion, which is represented by these wands, and they just want to block you, and you're not having it. you're definitely there for the fight. You're in it to win it. You're setting up healthy boundaries, and you're not letting someone get in your way. You're not settling. And I love that for you. And then we have the Sun card. This is the most positive card in the deck. So not only are you not settling, you're doing it in a high vibration. You have your conviction in a high vibration, like you're taking the higher ground, higher timeline, use whatever you want. This is you really following that. You're following your heart. You're following your passion. You're doing it from a place of enthusiasm. You are true to your sacred inner self, your authentic self, and you're just riding away on that white horse from the purity of your heart. And that brings you a lot of victory and success. This brings you a lot of good health mentally and physically. And I love that because you're doing what you want to do. Of course, that's going to bring good mental health, right? You're not having to compromise yourself. It's beautiful. Libra, that is your current energy. Now I'm going to go ahead and look at the guidance and advice from Spirit. 3 cards. And it's amazing. You have the Ace of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, and the Ace of Swords. So the first one is the Ace of Pentacles. And like I said, all aces are gifts and blessings from the universe and their new beginnings. This one is in the suit of Pentacles. So that's something in the 3D. That's an opportunity that's getting ready to present itself to you. He's also presenting you with a toadstone ring. And that is a form of protection. So not only are you getting an opportunity, you're protected while you're pursuing this opportunity from any type of supernatural mischief, whatever that might be. So this is a beautiful opportunity coming in. Then we have the Queen of Cups, and she's really able to go below the surface of things and really get in tune with her emotions. This is the Queen of Love. This is the Queen of Intuition, of being very loving, nurturing, very open-hearted. I really feel that Spirit is saying that you can be this loving person. And if you're looking for that soulmate, to find someone that's very loving and nurturing, whether it's a male or female, it's having that open heart chakra, right? You can still be a macho guy and have a big heart, right? So don't be dissuaded by that. You can still be, you know, a woman and have a big open heart and be strong. You know, being nice is not a weakness, and it's often mistaken for that, but it is not a weakness. It's actually a strength. But people like to see it as a weakness because they like to take advantage of it. But that's where the strength comes in. You don't let yourself get taken advantage of, but you also don't let yourself get compromised. So we have that Queen of Cups. Then we have the Ace of Swords, a gift and blessing from the universe and a new beginning in truth and clarity. To me, right now, going on for you, that you have a lot of clarity coming in, but a lot of it is you standing in your truth. And I think this is that Libra energy that's coming through in this ace. And it's about you really bringing things into balance, standing in your truth, and not compromising on that. I think that that's part of what this card is saying, too, is that you're not compromising. This is you taking action, but in your mind, you're also not compromising. And that's allowing you to really see clearly. So I think it's allowing you to see any blockage you might have, whether it's inside you or it's external. I love that for you. Okay, so let's get some clarifiers. Clarity is always a good thing. So we have the King of Pentacles. Now this one's different because it's not a loaded card. It's only that deck, because every tarot reader has their own unique relationship with each individual deck. And for me, that's why it's unique for me. That's what that card represents. The King of Pentacles, Hermit, and all 4 aces. Okay, then we have the 5 of Cups. We have the 3 of Swords. We have the 2 of Swords. We have the 3 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. So the Ace of Pentacles, a golden opportunity with protection, being clarified by the King of Pentacles and the 5 of Cups. And I just want to show you. Same card, different deck. But again, this one's loaded, okay? Just so you can see that. The imagery will always say that there's a slightly different meaning to it, by the way. That's why people use different decks. It has different images, so you get different messages. So that Ace of Pentacles, this King of Pentacles, this 5 of Cups. So this is about you you know, this is a sad card. This is the card of loss. It's the card of bereavement. This is the emotional junkyard that people go through when they suffer a serious loss. So this could be a divorce, a death in the family, a death of a pet, a loved one, a death of a dream that was really, really treasured. And what ends up happening is he has 5 cups and 3 have spilt, and he's mourning the loss of his 3 spilt cups, what they represented. So he's going through this mourning process. He has this black cloak on, but what he needs to do is not stay there for an extended period of time. You go through that grieving process. Everyone does. You just don't stay there. So you drop the black cloak, turn around, and see you have 2 cups standing. And now it becomes the card of gratitude. You are grateful for what you have, and you start building your cups up again. The 3, the 4, you push through the 5. That's what this is. Go on to the 6, 7, 8, 9, get to the 10. That's your idealized life. So this is just one of the bumps in the road that you have to go through, that everyone goes through. So again, this becomes the card of gratitude. And that allows you to have these feelings when this card is coming up. Remember, it's clarifying the ace. So you want to be in that vibration of gratitude to start attracting abundance and prosperity to you. And again, remember that first card. We're looking at, the way this reading is really unfolding is that we're looking at a soulmate. We're looking at whether you're with them now or not. We're looking at soulmate and career work. That's kind of the vibration that's been coming through. And this is allowing you to know what your resources are. Know your worth and value. Maybe you don't. Maybe this is an opportunity for you to sit down and write it down on paper. What do you bring to the table in a relationship? What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? And what are you looking for in somebody else? Because you need to know your own, right? And then if it's a job or a career, what are your strengths and weaknesses for that particular job that you're either doing now, you're applying for, or if you're starting your own business? You know, what is your strength and weakness? Because if you know your weaknesses, let's say it's accounting, then you hire an accountant. Let's say it's legal stuff. Well, of course you're going to hire an attorney, right? Maybe a paralegal, depending on what it is that you're doing. But you're definitely going to seek out somebody that is an expert in that field, someone that's competent. So this is about you knowing your resources, knowing your worth and value, and you're staying grounded, stable, secure, very practical. Again, that is the Ace of Pentacles. It's that king. Very interesting. But again, you're looking at your emotions here. Stay grateful. Then we have this Queen of Cups energy, and she's being clarified by the 3 of Swords and the 2 of Swords. So very interesting energy. So while you want to be in that very loving, nurturing type energy, and if you're looking to attract a mate, you want them to be in that loving energy. This is also about people healing their wounded heart. So let's say you had a breakup in a relationship. You want to heal that wound before you really start attracting that person, because you want to make sure you're in that vibration and that you're healed and that you are coming in, really you're coming in correct. You're coming in ready for a relationship. You've done the work. You're not totally damaged in that way, right? You're healed and you're ready for a new relationship. That's what I mean by damaged. So it's about you healing your heart. This is about you tapping into your intuition. If you still have a blockage, again, heal your heart, right? To feel into it. Do you still have a blockage? You still have the memory. You haven't done a memory wipe. You still have the memory, but it's like you don't give it that pain and you don't give it the power over you anymore. That's why you're doing that work. It's like you're being grateful for what you have instead of focused on the heartache and what it is that you lost, because this is interconnected. All right. Stay in that loving vibration if you can. And it's not to be fake, by the way. You know, we all go through things, but it is to go through that process and to come out with a glass half full. You don't want to slip into that where you go through this process and the glass is always half empty. And it's hard for people to recover from that, right? It's that victim mentality. It's that poor me. No, you need to keep going and be strong and take the high road and be really positive if you can. So then we have the Ace of Swords, and that Ace of Swords is being clarified by the 3 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. Like I said, everybody wants the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles, and you have both. This is in your present energy as a clarifier, and this is a clarifier in the guidance and advice from Spirit. There is something to be said about you, Libra, having happy, joyful family. And remember, they have chosen to be happy, okay? So again, go through this process, choose to be happy. The glass is half full. It's a repeat. Now, I know we can go through some really heavy things, but when you come out on the other side, continue to keep pushing high. The glass is half full. You choose to be happy, happy, joyful family, which means you process that trauma out. Then we have the Three of Pentacles. This is a strong foundation with quality people, doing quality work, doing teamwork. This can also be the card of marriage, building a strong foundation, working together as a team, being a power couple, being a, I don't know what you would call it, a traditional nuclear family where it's like everyone has their assigned roles and they're very comfortable there. That's a beautiful relationship. And so whatever your relationship is going to be, it's about quality, not quantity. This is about having quality people around you, friends, family, even in a work environment. It's very beautiful energy. So with this new beginning in truth and clarity, I think you're really able to see the truth and that you want to be happy. You're able to see the truth and see that you want quality friends, strong foundations, things that are going to last, working together as a team. Wow, how beautiful. Oh my God, Libra, that's perfect for you. That type of balance. All right, that's the guidance and advice from Spirit. Now we're going to look at your opportunity and your challenge. So your opportunity is the Queen of Pentacles. Again, staying grounded, stable, secure. This is this is actually the first clarifier I pulled for the first card. This is clarifying the Lover's card, and now this is your opportunity. Same card, different deck. So this is about you being very loving, open-hearted, very nurturing, attracting abundance and prosperity. You know your worth and value, and you know the worth and value of your resources. You're tapped in, and you're loving it. You've worked so hard to get to this position that you are loving it. That is your opportunity, is to start attracting this type of abundance, prosperity, really stable relationships, things that are really grounded, whether it's going to be career, relationships, retirement. It's like everything's just kind of coming together naturally, and it's with ease. That's your opportunity. So your challenge is the Four of Cups. So your challenge is to overcome any type of funk. Now, isn't this interesting? So here's the Five of Cups. So here's the four before you get to the five. This tells me you have a blockage over your heart chakra. So maybe that's from a past trauma, a past hurt. Maybe it's just out of frustration, boredom, being impatient, whatever that blockage might be. It causes you to be in a lower vibration, and you miss these gifts and blessings from the universe. He's not able to see the beauty in nature because he's in a foul mood. So Spirit is saying this is your challenge. So is your challenge impossible? No. The challenge just means you have to work a little harder at it, and it's incredibly rewarding when you achieve it. Whereas the opportunity is so easy, it's right there for you to pluck. Of course, it's so easy, it's right there. So the challenge is for you to pull yourself out of this type of predicament if that's where you're at. Because remember, this is a general reading. So let's get some clarifiers and get some more information on that. We have the Star card. We have the Chariot. We have the Two of Cups, and we have the Knight of Cups. Okay, so when we're looking at this, we have the Queen of Pentacles, and she's being clarified by the Star card and the Chariot. Wow, powerful. So this card, I love it. This is bringing you hope, faith, healing, and renewal. This is really bringing a guiding light in for you. This is where you are tapped into this universal consciousness. You're tapped into creating the type of life that you want that's bringing you prosperity and abundance on every level in the 3D. Now, this is the earth realm, so every level in the 3D. So we're talking about maybe materialistic things. Maybe we're looking at housing, relationships, cars. You're looking at travel, retirement, everything in the 3D, your health, your finances. You just are in an excellent position, and it's a healing process for you. I think you're tapped in. I think, if you're a manifester, this is it. You're tapped in, and you've got a guiding light right now. You're in the flow, literally. And then this is the Chariot. This is victory and success. This is you tapped into your intuition, using that as a guide as you're trying to achieve these things. And I think that, again, that makes it easy, that it flows. This is that beautiful Julius Caesar riding into Rome. He uses his intuition. He knows when to turn left, to turn right. He can do it with his eyes closed, and he only goes forward. He doesn't go backwards. He's concerned with what's coming into the future, and he is going to win whatever it is. It's a beautiful energy for you, Libra. That is your opportunity. So your challenge is to overcome this type of funk that you're in. And that is being clarified by the Two of Cups and the Knight of Swords. This is really about you finding a partner. I think maybe this is loneliness, what's coming in for you, and you're lonely, and that's causing you to miss gifts and blessings from the universe. You know, if you're lonely, maybe you're just not looking because you haven't found anyone, and maybe you gave up. Maybe you are, maybe you work all the time. Maybe you go to school and work all the time, and then you don't see anybody. Whatever it is, it's about you pulling out of it. I think you're going to meet somebody. This is showing me that you're going to meet someone and they're different from you. You know, so maybe it's not your normal type. So maybe someone that you're meeting is actually sparking your interest. Maybe it's going to be a healthy relationship if you've had some bad relationships. So you're definitely meeting someone that's coming in, and they're coming in fast. This is the Knight of Swords. This is a very forward-thinking, fast-moving, swift-moving card. So I think that they're coming in and they're bringing truth with them. So I think that this might be a very refreshing type relationship for you. Wow, how interesting. I love that for you. All right, so that is your opportunity. That is your challenge. It's there for everybody, but not everybody grabs it, yet it is available. All right, Libra, that is what I have for you for today. If you could, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And leave a comment if this resonates with you. Definitely leave a comment and let me know where in the world you're watching from. You know I'm getting ready to travel. May 21st, I'm going to New Zealand and Australia. I'm so excited. And I'm going to be doing personal readings. And also, if you are in different parts of the world and domestically, I will be traveling and also doing speaking. So look for that. That is coming out. The newsletter is coming out tomorrow. Wait, what is it? Well, no, I'm filming in advance, so the newsletter will already be out when you see this. And that is for my manifestation class, and I'll get to that in a second. First, I want to tell you, I have a membership on YouTube. So YouTube's been emailing me, asking me to do it, and I did. So it's 3 levels. If you're interested in supporting the channel that way, go ahead and sign up for it. It's a lot of fun. We have an awesome community, which leads into the next one. You know I go live twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. Tuesday, it is 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then on Thursday, it is 10 a.m. in the morning Eastern Standard Time, and I answer your questions. It is by donation. You can submit your questions by donation in advance through PayPal, Venmo, and Stripe, or you can do it live, PayPal, Venmo, Stripe, and SuperChat. The pricing is different for the SuperChat because YouTube takes 40%. So read the description below in the video and it'll give you some insight into what to expect. Also, if you've never seen me go live, go back and watch a previous episode to get an idea what it's like. It's a lot of fun. We have roughly 2,000 people show up in the video itself because I get to see the numbers after it posts. And this has been a consistent number, and it just keeps growing and growing and growing. We have an awesome community. I have wonderful moderators. Definitely join in the chat if you're available. I mean, it's really a lot of fun. We have great people that show up. And then you can also go to my website, ancientoakpsychicarts.com. There you can sign up for a personal reading with me, a missing person consultation. You can go to the Learning Center on my site, and that's where that 16-week manifestation masterclass is. I have an early bird special for it right now. If you don't know, if you're new here, I am a master manifester. I had my first business at 13 and a half, and I'm about to be 59. I have been doing this for a very, very long time. If you would like to learn from me, this is 16 weeks where we go ahead and we make that shift inside you. It is a commitment because you need to be able to make that shift. You can't just get this information and go, yeah, okay, I got it, and go do it. That's not how it works. You're literally making a shift on a cellular level. And if you follow these steps, you can absolutely do it. So look for that. Again, early bird special. Take a look at that. I'm really proud of this class. I think it's going to be, well, I know it's going to be awesome. I'm really excited by it. And then I love manifesting. This is whether you're going to do a person, place, thing, idea, a lifestyle, whether you want a job promotion, raise, whether you want to start your own business. It doesn't matter. These skills apply to whatever it is you're manifesting in. For me, I manifest in people, and I'm an entrepreneur, so I manifest in business. So, but you can do anything. Some people say that when you learn this, they'll flex and they'll be able to say they're manifesting their friend or their boyfriend or girlfriend bringing them a cup of coffee from Starbucks. I mean, as simple as those small things, you can manifest that kind of stuff in. I'm not kidding. So, you know, it's whatever you put into it is what you're going to get out of it. Literally. And then I also do private sessions, and that's going to be one-on-one tarot, manifestation, and raising your vibration. Some people like the private sessions one-on-one. And then I have a section on there called Alison's Picks, where I have Skin Like Butter. She's got body butters, scrubs, and soaps for men and women. And then also Rogers Hood Apothecary. And I just interviewed the founder over a month ago, Kim Rogers, where we spoke about the parasite cleanse, mold cleanse, the lymph kit, and it comes out on May 15th, and the fulvic soak. Fascinating. I'm doing her parasite cleanse right now. I'm going to do all of them, but I'm doing the parasite cleanse right now. 30 days on, 7 days off, 30 days on. And then the last day is the day before I leave to go to New Zealand. And then I'm taking that time off until I get back, and then I'm going to start it again. I'm really excited by it. I just don't want to take those tinctures with me as I'm traveling internationally. And I want to get stopped at the airport or any type of drama, anything leaking in my suitcase. Not having it. So that's how I've chosen to do this. But I'm going to be doing it for 5 months. And, you know, there's the egg stage, the juvenile, there's the adult, and it's a cycle. And so I want to make sure I get rid of everything. And then I can just do a maintenance moving forward. So good stuff. If you've got a warm body, you got parasites, you might want to check it out. She's got a wealth of information. God, it's so professional. She did so much research. And you can download all of her free ebooks on there. All right, everybody. That's it for now. Sending you lots of love, Libra. Bye.